Day 21. Codependence. So, I've come across a realization that I never really thought of myself as being, but for whatever reason, I've discovered it's something I do for sure, and I can understand why it's a problem. So, a quick search of YouTube will reveal things like, are you codependent? 11 ways to know you're codependent. You know, lists like that. And what codependency really is that you, in a nutshell, you are, you believe that you must do something in order to be validated in your relationship. Sorry, I'm yawning a bit this morning. So, going back to what I've been saying over the course, I've said it a few times over the course of these installments. I did a lot for this lady, this girl. I put furniture in her house, renovated things. I fixed her car. I was constantly doing stuff. And apparently, with codependency, is that a codependent person feels that they have to do things in order to be loved. And that's me. I feel like I've got to step up and just, do any number of things in order to, my mind. In my mind, when I do them, I'm like, hey, how can I make things better? Because that's my thing. I mean, even in my business, I look at things like, oh, how can I make this better? As a means of selling it along for a profit. But I apply it to everything in my life. But it goes one step further, because then apparently with codependency, and this is me as well, you will, after a while, if you're not being appreciated in the way you want for the things you've done, it bothers you, which is me. If you will give unsolicited advice to people, and if they don't take it, you get offended. Well, that's me. I don't know if I get quote-unquote offended, but I just think when people don't do what I have suggested, because 9 times out of 10, I think I'm right from the standpoint of understanding people. As Corey Wayne says, I'm never right, but I'm rarely wrong. And so that can sort of create an experience for people, because you then give off an energy of malcontent. And so I came to realize this yesterday, actually. I saw a video by a psychologist who went through this list, and I'm just like, there it is. There's where my bad energy is coming from. So I gotta work on that. Because it's probably what's affected and fucked up a lot of my relationships. I guess it kind of be like being with someone who, it's like the overbearing parent who does everything, gets everything done, but then doesn't allow you your autonomous voice. So if you are codependent, I'll put a link to something that I thought was pretty effective. Might be something to look into. When you think about the word codependent, you think, oh, I need them, or it's some kind of form of weakness. And I guess to some degree it is, but I never really took it to the point that, again, I'm a person who lives in the realm of actions, and so when I do things for my significant other, that says to me, oh, you're invoking these actions, so they're going to like it and they're going to love you for it. And make no mistake, they do like and love you for it when you do it, but then when you bring in the things like, you feel kind of butthurt that they're not lauding you as much as you feel they should have for those efforts, or you're trying to you try and control situations more than you should. And that's me as well. How do I try to control situations where, I try to analyze people and figure out and help them see what they're doing. And my perception may be completely different from theirs. And that's an error. So I'm going to have to get that under control. And when she comes back, I'm going to be strong. I'm going to be distant. Well, not distant. I'm going to be strong, and I'm going to be not the pussy I was at the end of our relationship. But because she's a smart girl. She's very smart. And I think a woman likes to see that you've had some kind of breakthrough if they're going to take you back. Yeah, take you back, eh? Isn't that great? Isn't that great? I mean, I should be taking them back, but, part of this period is self-analysis, because I can't do this. I can't get back together with this girl if it just falls apart again. I just can't. I have to make a commitment inside myself for all the reasons that I have listed here, leading up to this as to why, she's my unicorn. This is something I have to deal with. And I will. I will absolutely deal with it. So, yeah, that's, in a nutshell, what, if you are having problems in your relationship, as a man, maybe as a woman, I don't know if you're a woman listening to this or not, but codependency is a spectrum of behaviors that, some of them you think, oh, that's so great, but the back end of them where you're get butthurt if you're not properly appreciated. That's a bad way to go. Anyway, day 20, no word yet, and but that's fine. The fruit has to ripen on the vine. Thanks, guys.